After returning to winning ways against Abbey Hay, AFC Liverpool travelled the short distance to Runcorn Linnets, looking to put one over on their near neighbours and reverse the 3-2 loss the Linnets inflicted earlier in the season at Valerie Park. The Reds might have taken an early lead when Steve Jones's corner was only cleared as far as Liam Loughlin, but the captain couldn't make best contact and it was a comfortable save for Adam Judge. With their first chance, the hosts took the lead when Matt Cross's free kick deflected off the wall, and though Stephen Longwood got a hand to it, it couldn't prevent it from ending up in the back of the net. With AFC Liverpool looking for their first competitive win at the Millbank Stadium, it wasn't the start they were hoping for, and it seemed to sum up the luck the Linnets appear to have in matches between the two sides. The Reds soon lost Paul Brown to a hamstring injury, replaced by Stephen Williams, but they let neither setback affect them, and they posed more of a threat. Jack Sinnott tried his luck with a long-distance half volley, and then Linnets keeper Adam Judge gave the ball straight to Stephen Jones when clearing, but by the time the striker returned the shot, Judge had regained his position and comfortably collected the ball. John Lawless then had claims for a handball against Michael Duffy, but the referee wasn't interested, and the striker soon let him know what he thought of the decision.
Fuck off, you!
A great move down the right flank, begun by River Humphreys in his own half, and involving Steve Corris, Michael Gavin, Liam Loughlin, Steve Jones and John Lawless, didn't quite end with the perfect finish as the Reds captain shot over from the edge of the area. Aside from a cross that whizzed across the face of the goal from Matthew Atherton, the only other chance the home side had in the first half was when Atherton himself headed over the bar. With the first period entering injury time, the Reds drew level, and it was the least they deserved. Some good pressure from Stephen Williams allowed Steve Corris to nick in. Williams then used his body well to shield the ball before showing some neat footwork to get away from three defenders. A good 1-2 with Liam Loughlin then set up the chance for the midfielder to slot the ball past Adam Judge.
Go on! Score! Yeah! Score! Yeah!
After the break, the Reds upped their performance to equal their best of the season and completely dominated the remainder of the match. Liam Loughlin created space for a shooting opportunity but found the side netting. Some good work by Stephen Jones to win the ball back in the middle of the park, then almost ended with him finding a spectacular finish as he struck the ball with the outside of his foot. However, Jones wasn't too long in finding the back of the net, with a strike that wasn't half bad in itself. A burst from midfield by Stephen Williams set the Reds on the attack, and when Michael Gervin's cross was only clear to Liam Loughlin, the Reds captain took his time to pick out Jones, who with one touch took control, swivelled on a sixpence and fired a bullet past Adam Judge. It was Jones's second goal in as many matches, and it proved once again what a fine left foot the striker has. 3 minutes later, the Reds extended their lead still further through Stephen Williams, with another candidate for goal of the season. Some good skill shown by Stephen Jones and John Lawless down in the corner eventually saw the ball make its way to Liam Loughlin, who simply set it up for Williams to find the top corner with a rocket. Coming so soon after the second, that third goal meant that the home side simply hadn't had the time to try and find a foothold in the match, and from then on in, the Reds played some sublime football. The Linnets weren't helping themselves either. Former Reds left-back Martin Crowder gave the ball away and Liam Loughlin led the break, but with good options to the left and to the right, the captain elected to shoot. Substitute Ryan Cox almost added a fourth as he got onto the end of Stephen Williams' free kick and was unlucky to strike the bar. It was only in the last few minutes that the home side even looked like threatening the Reds' goal, but Stephen Longrig wasn't troubled. Substitute Gavin Salmon had the best chance, but he pulled his shot wide. As it was AFC Liverpool who had the final attempt of the game, but Liam Loughlin couldn't cap his fine performance with a goal as his shot was deflected behind for a corner.
Come on, go on, go on!
3-1 tonight, great performance by the team.
Yeah, I thought it was a great performance. I thought we deserved it. They didn't cause us that many problems, so I thought all the lads done very well.
Stephen Longrig barely had a save to make, did he?
Nah, he's had one or two, but free kick and the free kick he scored, he got his hand to it, but apart from that, he didn't really do nothing.
So I think that's the first time this season you've come back from behind to win. Shows an improvement in the team.
Well, I played against these last time, didn't I? I got sent off, so I had something to prove as well, and thought today that I proved, and I thought all lads proved it, so up and onwards now.
Second half of the performance was one of the best of the season so far.
Oh yeah, we were tremendous. We didn't give them a sniff first half. To be fair, they were in the game 15-20 minutes. Then we got on top, and then second half they had nothing.
That's it. Two great goals in the second half by Steve Jones and Steve Williams.
Yeah, they were both good goals. I couldn't see them properly, but good finishes. They've gone in, so it's all that matters, doesn't it?
Towards the end they came back a little bit, but the defence held firm.
Yeah, I think we was getting tired at the end there because they just kept pumping it like the last half an hour of the second half. But we've held high, haven't we? So done our job well.
3-1, congratulations, fantastic result for you.
Yeah, I thought the lads were immense tonight, Paul. We've come here to one of the title favourites, if you like, and we've put on a real good performance. We've played well, we've closed them down again, and they've been a credit to this football club tonight. We've had two really outstanding performances to mention in the last couple of months, if you like, going to Main Road and performing, and we've come to Runcorn Linnets and we've performed really, really well, and it's a credit. And I just thought on the night, we thoroughly deserved our win.
First half was probably just about even, but second half you wiped the floor with them, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to say wipe the floor with them, to be quite honest with you, Paul. I mean, people have opinions and things like that. I just thought our football at times was absolutely tremendous, and the 3 goals that were scored, mate, again, it's credit to these lads that play for my football club, and for me in particular. Because they go out and they put a shift in, but when they play like that, mate, they're very, very good.
Stephen Williams deserved his 2 goals tonight, didn't he?
Stephen Williams has got that in his locker all day long, mate. It's just, Stephen's had one of them fits and starts of the season at the moment. He's been carrying injuries and things like that, and hopefully Stephen will get a bit of a run on the side, because when he produces goals like that, mate, it's a great credit to him. But overall, I just thought from start to finish, from the lads that were on the bench and the lads that started the game, great.
When they pull it out of the locker and get into the groove, they can play some really good football, can't they?
Yeah, I've said that all along, Paul. I mean, we only get to train once a week if we have to train at all. And it's credit, because when you come to these places, and I'm not being downhearted or disrespectful to Runcorn Linnets, they've got their own facilities and things like that. And they get to train whenever they train, and they've got great facilities. And these lads, we can get a Tuesday night in if we haven't got a midweek game, fine. But there's times we've got games midweek and we just have to go off the cuff half the time. But it's in the locker, and it's being proved tonight it's in the locker, and it's credit to them.
There's 5-6 teams now in with a shout going for the title, and you're definitely in the mix, aren't you?
Well, Paul, it's early days, but I've said this before, we've come a long way in the last 2 years, and we certainly come a long way from last year. From the points tally already this year is absolutely tremendous. And again, I can only give credit to my lads for that. Because if they keep believing in what they're doing, we all know they can play football, it's just the consistency side of it. Maybe 1 or 2 people may have questioned us a couple of weeks ago when we've had low-power performances of a life. But I've always said, when I have the team that I want out, and the squad that I have fit, then we'll give anyone a game, Paul, and that's not being disrespectful to no one. We go out there and we perform and we get beat, then I've got no qualms. But it's when we go out there and we don't perform and we get beat, that's when I have a problem with them. But, you know, as I've said this before, I do understand the levels we're at, because if they're consistent, they don't play at these levels. You know, but these lads at this level, at this moment, it's quality, and quality shown tonight.
Well, congratulations on the performance tonight.
Thank you very much, Paul. Great effort, great team effort and everything. I'm really, really chuffed, because to come here, mate, it's absolutely tremendous, and the performance that went with it, it's great. So cheers, thank you. There you go, Joe.